Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the greatest podcast. This is it podcast. Thank you so much. I am your co-host, Corey Roy, along with my partners in crime, the fellas, man, in the crew, DDA. You guys know us. Thank you so much for joining because you guys could really be anywhere else, but you taking time to join us. Thank you guys so much. And as always, I can't do this without the crew. Phenom, man, what's going on, man? You look like the background's a little different this time.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm definitely in a different spot. I'm down in H Town
Right.
at a conference show, enjoying myself. H Town. Um, nah, man, I'm feeling good. I've been walking around, man. The past 2 days, bro, I've gotten 36,000 steps, yo.
Wow.
My
Wow.
calves is on fire, yo. Yeah, but I'm feeling good, man. Feeling great. No complaints. Food. Look, if I lived in Houston, yo, I'd be 300 pounds, bro. Food is off
Yo,
the chain, yo.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
thank you guys so much for showing up. Valerie, thank you for showing up. Debbie, hi, how you doing? Look, we're trying something new out here, guys. So we want to know if you can hear an echo. So we're working out a couple of different streams on a lot of different platforms. So um, if you hear an echo, please let us know. We're going to try to adjust some stuff on the back end. So I apologize. Sometimes you'll just see how the sausage is made. But no echo. Okay, good.
Good.
All right, awesome. That was our concern. We didn't want you guys to hear the echo, so we'll just we'll roll with it. All right, this is great.
Yeah,
All right,
check your phone real quick. Oh,
What's up?
check your phone real quick.
check your phone real quick.
Oh, good. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah, because I had it set for a little bit later because I wasn't sure what was gonna happen.
Yeah.
I got to check my phone too.
No. It's
Oh.
I mean
It's in a group text, but we good.
it's
Oh,
in a group chat, but yeah, it ain't nothing serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing serious,
So what's up? O? I mean, I know you happy after
you already know what's up. It is what it is, yo. Fly, Eagles fly. Them birds went out there and did their thing, yo. So I mean, we ain't gotta talk about it too much because it was an ass whooping, and I was excited and happy. I ain't won a close game. I did not need a close game. I wanted that shit to be a blowout, and that's what it was, yo. So I'm cool. I was a little bit worried that first drive, yo. They had that bullshit ass penalty, my boy AJ.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, they about to go. This is what we about to do. Like, oh shit, it's about to be the setup, man. But I'm glad it wasn't, So I mean, well, you couldn't really. The refs couldn't save their ass. Like he couldn't save Mahomes out there.
Nah, you couldn't.
Cause we was on his ass from the get go. The front four. Honestly, I know Jalen Hurts got the MVP, but our D line. I mean, they can't give it to a whole D line. Our D line was the MVP of the game. For real.
That's what I thought.
Absolutely.
If you could have given the MVP to a lineman or linemen's, actually, that they really should have given it because they were so dominant through the whole game. Yeah. They really were the MVPs of that game, for real, because it shook Mahomes. Mahomes didn't know what to do. They was on Mahomes like syrup on pancakes. It was everywhere. I mean, for real. And even though the score was 40-22 or something like that, really it wasn't a 40-22 game because that game was done. They were letting the third string play the fourth quarter. I mean, you know what I mean?
It's funny, yo. If you look at Mahomes' numbers, you'd be like, yo, he had a decent game. He ended up like 250 some yards, and a couple of touchdowns. I was like, oh, that was all garbage. It was like all garbage.
It was all at the end. So, yeah.
So, but yeah, shout out to the Eagles, man. They did their thing, man.
Yeah.
But you know what made me feel a lot better, yo? Just seeing Patrick Mahomes' salty ass face, yo. Oh, that was a BTA all day, belt to ass, yo. And that's the thing, yo. People like this Super Bowl sucked. Not for me. I loved every second.
I was good. Oh, I was definitely good.
And I ain't even an Eagles fan. I'm a Eagles hater, but I was an Eagles fan that day, yo. So yeah, shout out to the NFL end of the season, and it was an entertaining Sunday for me, all around from the Super Bowl to the halftime, yo. I loved everything for that day, yo.
Yeah, halftime show was good, man. You guys were feeling the halftime show. I definitely was feeling. I thought it was real good. There was a I'm not gonna lie, I was hoping he would have did a couple more songs that I knew. But overall, man, I thought the halftime show was fantastic, though. I really did. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I watched it a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
My camera keep fucking up. Yeah, I watched it a couple times and I loved it.
Yeah, I feel you.
I loved it. So
yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I got mixed feelings about it,
How many times?
I'm talking. I mean, I can't lie. I watched it twice, but I mean, why I gotta keep watching it over and over to like it? If I gotta do that, that's just like the radio playing a song I hate, and all of a sudden I'm singing it. I mean, but it wasn't the music. I mean, the songs actually. I mean, it was just like a lot of GNX, and it just so happens, if anything, I lucked up because I listened to GNX a lot when it first dropped, just because all the beef shit, and I was hype of Kendrick. But as you know, I tell y'all all the time in the chat, I get it. I'm not. I get the hate. I'm not a big Kendrick Lamar fan, I don't like all the weird voices and all that bullshit he does. I mean, he can rap. You know what I mean? He can rap, and he's really nice. But yeah, I just don't do all the little weird voices and shit. I'm good. But the show itself though was fire though, like the choreography. Like the aesthetics of it, like all the dance, like all that was fire. I just didn't like the song choices. It wasn't for me.
Yeah,
that was for Kendrick Lamar fans. You know what I mean?
I mean, he broke the record for the viewership, 134 million. You know what I'm saying? So he broke Michael Jackson.
I heard that. Yeah.
One thing I would say though, like, because I guess I liked it a lot because seeing Kendrick perform at Rolling Loud, like his showmanship is top notch when it comes to being on stage. And meaning like he knows where the cameras are, he know how to move. His voice doesn't change. What I mean, like he don't sound like he's gasping for air. His cadence doesn't change.
His mic control is amazing.
It's amazing. You know what I'm saying? And but I've been listening to a lot of Kendrick anyway, so I knew the songs that he was going to play. But the real question is,
no, I won't know where you knew unless you just heard the leaked set list. Ain't nobody think he's gonna play them damn songs. Like Man in the Garden, you was like you knew songs gonna play. Ain't nobody. Why the fuck would you play like that song?
I said I listen to Kendrick and I know the songs. That don't mean.
Oh, I thought you said you knew the songs he was gonna play.
No. I said I knew the songs when he. My thing is, I'm like Corey. I wish he'd have played like more of his older stuff, but
Yeah, some more of the.
I was trying to see what's he gonna do. They not like us, and I love the way he teased it. I love the way he dropped the beat. Then went to another song and came back to it. He did a good job radio editing it for the most part.
Yeah, and everybody was ready for that one part.
A minor part when you got 60,000 people saying A minor.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. That was dope. Well, once again, we'd like to thank you guys for coming and joining us. As I said, you guys could be anywhere, but you're here with us. So we really do greatly appreciate that. As you can see with the title is Top Actors Who Audition as Heroes, but were cast as villains. You'll be kind of shocked at some of these actors that auditioned as villains, as heroes, but they felt that they were better as villains. At least the studio felt that they were better as villains. And I think we're going to touch on something else. I know Ali's got something up his sleeve that he wants to touch on a little later. You just let me know when you want to interject that, Ali. And
that's just some little back end stuff. So.
Did you want to do it now? You want to go ahead into?
No, you can go into this.
Okay, all right.
Unless you want to talk about the ultimate villain right now, but we ain't got to do that right now.
Oh, who's the ultimate villain? What?
Well, that's the candle on top of this cake, yo.
Yeah, that's what I said. So we go ahead.
Oh, okay. I thought you was talking about milk. Milk is my ultimate villain because I'm lactose intolerant. So I'm
motherfucking ice cream for me, yo. Some ice cream, yo. That booty chunk start playing, bro. Oh my god.
Yeah, man.
All the pieces, yo.
Yeah, it's my kryptonite, man. Anything milk, dairy products, I'm done. I'm done. That's my villain. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this, man. We're going to start off with number 10 here. Let me go ahead and put this up. So Sean Bean. Yeah, it's not Sean Bean, it's Sean Bean. He auditioned for James Bond in GoldenEye, but he did play the double agent or the double agent that was in this particular film, whose name was Alec Trevelyan. Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. Very interesting role. He is in the beginning of the film with James Bond. He actually is a friend, but something happens on there, and things don't go too well, and he winds up becoming the villain by the end. And he actually wanted to be James Bond. So this is a really good question, man. I mean, I think he could have played that role, but I think who they casted for James Bond for this GoldenEye, I think, is absolutely perfect. So I'm glad he got a chance to play the villain in this particular film. What are your thoughts on this, Pheno?
Sean Bean, aka Ned Stark, yo.
That's right, Ned Stark.
I think Pierce Brosnan is more of a Bond than him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not saying that he wouldn't have been great, but Brosnan embodied this. You know what I'm saying? He looks like a Bond character.
He looks like a Bond, yeah.
Smooth. And this is probably my favorite Bond movie, GoldenEye. And I'm kind of partial because we Gen X and we played that game.
Play the game, yeah.
Like we didn't graduate on time because of that. But no, I think they casted it right. I think he played a good double agent in this show.
Yeah. I think so too. I really did like it. I second you, the Phoenix. I played that game GoldenEye on Nintendo 64 quite a bit. It actually helped me appreciate the movie even more. Even though I had already liked the movie, I really enjoyed it once I played the game. I think the only other Bond movie that I think is my favorite is one of the first Daniel Craig ones, because I was just so much into seeing that different style of Bond that really could do some shit. So I think Casino Royale is the one.
Is good.
I really like that one. So yeah. Oh man, we're gonna bounce to you. What are your thoughts about Sean Bean?
Oh, I mean, he's a great actor, I'm with y'all. I mean, Pierce does look more like a Bond that he does, So, and honestly, I'm just when I see him now, I'm with I just see Ned Stark. Like that's all I really know.
Yeah.
Because I can't lie, act like I remember GoldenEye, man. I watched. Oh, we already had discussions, me and my James Bonds. Pierce Brosnan was not my favorite, so all those is kind of like whatever. But
your favorite Bond is it Daniel Craig?
Is it Daniel Craig's? That's your favorite one?
Yeah, I like Daniel Craig.
Yeah, he's real gritty. He's that gritty Bond, man.
Pause. I don't know if he needed one, but I just
gritty.
Like you said.
Well, okay. When I mean gritty, I mean that he's the way he gets the mission done. He's not polished. He gets it done by any means necessary. Like he's not very clean with this. That's what I mean.
Yeah, I mean I don't know, Corey. I was talking. Your Corey's gonna explain it.
My bad. Go ahead.
I paused everything. He was about to skip to explain it. I was like, he got to explain. But I don't know. I wouldn't call another man gritty for some reason. No, I'm just joking. Only short white point guards can be called gritty, and get away with it.
I get you. All right.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out how you're using that word, but okay, I guess
because they don't rely. They're not really athletic. They're just like
they'll always be like, he's so gritty. I'm like, yo, this dude can ball. They just like, oh, he can work so hard. I'm like, no, he can play.
Lunch pail, carries his lunch pail and all that shit.
Yeah, I'm like, oh no, he's just nice. You know what I mean? But either way, it don't matter. I'm not talking about that, but I'm just talking about the word gritty. I'm just rambling, You can come say whatever you want. Yeah, I'm just rambling.
Well, let's go to number 9. This I'm not going to say his middle name, but I'll get to Christopher Mintz-Plasse or Plasse. Okay, thank you, Phenom. He auditioned for Kick-Ass, but he wound up being cast to play the villain in that movie, Red Mist. I am not going to lie. I was very skeptical with Kick-Ass when it first came out, but when I saw the trailer, I was like, you know what? I might enjoy this, and I'm glad I did watch it, man. Fantastic movie. I really enjoyed it. I'm glad he did not get cast as Kick-Ass. I could see why, but the other guy's just so much better. It's so much better. And then the girl that they casted to be along with Kick-Ass, yes, perfect. So I think the casting for this movie was perfect. Cast him as Red Mist, I think was spot on.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I love both kick-ass movies, yo. So I'm gonna ask you a question. Do you know what movie Kick-Ass is recently launched over last year? The actor that played
Kick-Ass
in
launched
Kick-Ass?
another movie.
No, the guy who played Kick-Ass, he came out with a movie,
Yes, the guy that played Kick-Ass played Craven the Hunter. Isn't that
Raven
something?
the Hunter,
His
yo.
transition into this monster of a man here, but the movie
Yeah,
tanked. The movie tanked.
yeah, and he has like a May November relationship too. I think his wife is like 15 years older than him too, yo. It's crazy.
Really?
I think he's like 30 and she's like 45 or something like that. But no,
Wow.
this movie, I loved everything about the Kick-Ass movies. I like all the casting from Nicolas Cage
Mhm.
to him to I can never remember his name, dude that played in uh Shazam and Kingsman. Like Mark, I
Oh,
think his name is Mark something. I can't remember his name, but somebody will probably tell me. But no, him playing the Red Mist uh,
Mark
is
Strong.
Mark Strong. Like
Mhm.
this is probably the one of the most solid casting because
Mhm.
he made his bones off of Super Bad, so I could see him being in this character. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? McLovin,
Mhm.
that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
McLovin. Yeah. He definitely was better as the villain because he was like kind of like the nerdy, like corny. He was like corny as hell. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
villain or what have you. Yeah. It's crazy. It's been so long since I've seen Kick Ass, yo. In my head, Kick Ass, the main character was the girl. I was like, oh, they did a gender swap
Mm-mm.
like for him. But then I was like, oh no. I was like, when y'all said, I was like, oh yeah, she wasn't the main character. Maybe because she was
But
probably
she
my
was
favorite
kicking the most
character.
ass, though. That was the
Yeah,
thing.
she was the one doing all. Yeah, she was probably
Yeah.
like my favorite character on it. Not probably, she was. So
Kick
that's
Ass was getting
but
his ass kicked,
it's
but she was kicking all the ass.
yeah, yeah. I was thinking Kick Ass. I was like, oh damn, it's a gender swap. They twist the whole script around, like. But no, you're all right.
Yeah. Her name was Hit
But
Girl. That's what it was. Hit
yeah, that's
Girl.
what it was. Yep, Hit Girl.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hit Girl. Yeah.
It's been a while since I saw the movie. It's been a minute.
Yeah, it was a good
yeah,
movie. A lot more gore and blood and more grotesque than I thought, but still, all in all, man, I thought it was a great movie. Great movie.
yeah.
Uh, anything else before we move on to number 8?
Man, I was absolutely wrong about him and his wife, yo. Like, he's 34, his wife is 57, yo.
Golly.
Yeah,
Holy
they got kids and
crap!
everything, yo. Oh
What?
man, she must got some
That's
management
like
skills, yo.
I
23
wonder.
years.
Yeah, I
Jeez.
wonder how
God
long they've been married, yo.
Oh
damn.
wow. So,
Really?
but the thing about it is, ain't nobody coming for her, yo. They got married in 2012, yo. Ain't nobody said this is disgusting, yo. Like when we
I
do it, it's a
mean,
problem.
I mean,
Yeah,
look, if she keep it tight and keep it right, I mean, look, somebody going to go after it. I mean, so that's really the key to it all, I mean, so
yeah.
if this was 2012 and she's 54, that's 12 years ago. So she was
49,
42 at
40,
the time. She probably was
15,
tight at,
yeah.
I'm sure she keep it tight at 42. And he was like a baby, yo. Damn.
That's what I'm saying, yo. She got him young, yo. Young man.
Damn. He was 20 years old, yo.
Yeah, that's
Damn.
crazy. That's definitely
That is
crazy.
kind of crazy,
Yeah,
yo, when you think about it.
Road trip got the one of the best comments out there, yo.
What's that? Oh,
Magic box.
It was a magic box,
she
yo.
got the magic box.
Yeah,
Like
yo.
I'm kidding, yo. You like love who you love, any age, 80, crippled, crazy. People love who they love, yo. You know what I'm saying?
There you
So
go.
the funny thing is, they still together, and I like it.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, it's been a long time, man.
Love together. Sunshine.
All right, so here we go. Number 8. Number 8. Here we go. Number 8. We know who this guy is. If you don't know who this guy is, I'm going to tell you right here. His name's James Franco, and he auditioned for Spider-Man, but they did not cast him as Spider-Man. They cast Tobey Maguire instead, and they cast him as Harry Osborn, which was the villain in Spider-Man. Eventually to be the villain in Spider-Man. Harry Osborn is Peter's best friend, who later becomes the villain known as the New Goblin and winds up fighting Peter in Spider-Man 3. I'll even get the pause on your keyboard. But here, man, what are your thoughts, Phoenix? I know you watched Spider-Man. I'm sure Ali watched that too. I am glad that they didn't cast him as Peter Parker. I think Tobey Maguire was a great Peter Parker. not so much a Spider-Man, but I do think he was good for what they needed at the time. I don't know if I could have seen him play. Maybe I can actually see him play Peter Parker. I actually can, because he's a really good actor, and I can see him doing the duality of the character really well. But I still like the fact that they picked Tobey, though, because I feel like Tobey fit more of the mold of what they were looking for in a Sans Raimi film. Phoenix, what are your thoughts on this?
I mean, Tobey Maguire is Peter Parker. I mean, because he's nerdy.
Yeah.
No, he kind of boyish. He talk with a lisp a little bit. Nerdy. So all that stuff. And James Franco, I can never look at him playing Peter Parker because, like, you ever seen Pineapple Express? That's what I think James Franco is. Pineapple Express with him and Seth Rogen, one of the funniest movies in the world.
Oh, okay, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But no, I think I don't even know if he was a good Harry Osborn,
I didn't think he was a good Harry Osborn, me personally.
Ollie Mute.
Ollie
there you go.
Oh, no,
you good now?
Yeah,
you good. You good.
Yeah. The other Tory, I mean, it was all right, but I think it was just overall the movies. Like, I know I'm gonna probably catch backslash. The Tobey Maguire movies are trash. Like one of them was decent, but the other two were like trash. Like the one where he was like halfway had some of the bad guy shit going on with him was all right. But Tobey Maguire's trash Spider-Man, so you gotta have trash villains.
You talking about the one with Venom? That was the worst one to me. 3.
Yeah, but it was only when he started like trying to act cool. I was like,
that's the third one. Yeah, that's awful.
At least he tried, but I mean, all of them were awful to me. Awful Spider-Man, awful villains. So it is what it is.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm not a big Spider-Man fan as far as the first iteration of it. But I see how Tobey Maguire, he is has the Holland kid taking over Spider-Man now. Do you look at him as Spider-Man versus Tobey Maguire?
He's way better than me.
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland to me is a better Spider. The Spider-Man that I read in the comics when I was growing up, Tom Holland fits the duality of the character better. Like where I felt like Tobey Maguire was better at Peter Parker than Spider-Man, and then Andrew Garfield was better as Spider-Man than Peter Parker because Andrew Garfield was just too fine. He was too sexy. He was too smooth to be Peter Parker. Even though he did good playing Peter, he was really good as Spider-Man, where I think Tom Holland fits it perfectly. He's the best Spider-Man in my opinion. But everybody has their favorites. A lot of people like Tobey. A lot of people like Andrew. We all have our favorites.
I think Andrew Garfield was a good one. Like I like
he
that
was a
movie.
great Spider-Man.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't keep it going with him. But he was definitely
high maintenance show.
Oh, that's what it was.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
oh,
contracts.
I didn't know
all that stuff. Yeah.
I didn't know that. Damn, that's messed up. Because he really wanted to play that character. He really did. Okay, all right. Let's go on to number. I'm going to here 10, 9. We're going to number 7. I think I got this number right. Number 7. All right, let me put this big here. So number 7, who would have ever known that Rachel McAdams actually auditioned for Candy Heron in Mean Girls? Who would have ever thought? Except they was like, nope, we're going to give that to Lindsay Lohan, and you're going to play Regina George. I could have seen her playing either character, but I think she crushed this role. Yeah, she's really good. She's just really good. But Lindsay Lohan was the it girl. She was on Disney, yada yada yada. She was the girl next door. She was the it girl. She was like the Molly Ringwald of the 2000s. So they were going to cast Lindsay Lohan. So they gave it to her though, which it worked out because this movie is like a gem. This movie is really fucking fantastic, and it's because of both of them that makes this movie so good. But I could see her playing Caddy, but she killed it as Regina.
I agree. I think Rachel McAdams could have played both. I mean, I think because she can play a wholesome, you know what I'm saying, actress. Lindsay Lohan could probably play a mean girl. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. Yep.
I don't think it was set up for her to play a mean girl, like you said, because she was a meteoric rise from being a child actress to blossoming into a looker as an older woman. You know what I'm saying? So, this is perfect casting. But she could have played that.
Yeah,
she could have played that.
What about
I
you, O?
ain't never seen Mean Girls. You seen Mean Girls though?
No, I was about to say I ain't no thoughts. I've never
You ain't
seen
seen
Mean Girls.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's good, man. You gotta watch it, yo. It's really actually really
I
good.
mean, I know people always like talk about it a lot. You know what I mean? So, because then what's his face writing? A girl from Saturday Night Live.
Tina Fey.
Tina
Yeah,
Fey.
Tina
I know
Fey.
she wrote the second one, but I don't know if she wrote the
okay.
original one.
Oh, the original. Okay, yeah.
I don't know if she wrote the original one.
But yeah, I hear good things about it. Yeah, I just never seen it.
Yeah, it's Mean Girls. It's a good one.
She wrote the first one too.
She wrote the first one too.
Oh,
snap!
Wow,
that's awesome.
Because I just remember when the second one came out, the only reason I know when the second came out, it was a lot of hoopla, and they was talking about her. And then Tina Fey is one of my favorites from 30 Rock.
Great writer.
Yeah,
great show too.
Yeah, she's a killer writer.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go to the sixth one in the list, and I had to actually pull a couple of pictures up of this guy because he's in makeup here. So I'm going to pull up a picture later of who he played in a previous movie, but Lee Pace auditioned for Star-Lord in Guardians of the Galaxy, but he wound up playing the villain, Ronan the Accuser. If you guys don't know who this guy is, he was this guy in Twilight. Now, I'm sure everybody's seen Twilight. If you haven't, well, okay. Well, I'm one of the few that have. But he was this guy in the very last Twilight film. So you guys out there, you may know what I'm talking about. But yeah, this guy, he played Ronan the Accuser. I like my man as Star-Lord. I don't think anybody could have played Star-Lord. He's just really good, me personally. So having him be Ronan the Accuser, I think is great, but it sucks that he was kind of like an in and out character because being Star-Lord. Say what?
He was a super sucker in this joint. I ain't like him. I ain't like Ronan the Accuser. I ain't like the character. Not saying he didn't belong in it. I just didn't like him. But hold up. I ain't never seen no Twilight neither, so I don't really give a shit about that. But
I tried to watch Twilight, but as soon as I saw like they started like sparkling in the sun, I was like, yo, this shit, I can't do this shit. Like I was like, yo, I'm done, man. Like I can't. I'm out. Like
I feel you.
With the quickness.
Yeah, I mean, Twilight was
no offense. I mean, it was a motherfucking phenomenon.
It was
at the time. So
it was. I was working at Wells Fargo. I think so. This was like 2011 or 2012, and people at my job, they was going to like a midnight screening. They was like in love with Twilight, like whatever the second or third iteration of it.
Yeah,
but I was like, I can't watch it, y'all. I heard the CGI was terrible. I heard the plot was terrible, but people love it.
Lee Pace, I didn't even know that was his name until I just seen that slide just now. But he's been in one of my favorite shows of all time. It's a show that came on AMC a while back called Halt and Catch Fire. It basically he was like the Steve Jobs. It's like about the beginning of like personal computers and this and that. Yeah, he was the Steve Jobs type dude. Like,
wow.
But yeah, that's like one of my favorite shows of all time. Like. Especially, I'm a little techie, like a nerd. So just like saying how like they was out there moving and doing, trying to make like the first like laptop, and that shit was big as hell. That shit was like a suitcase, Corey. That shit, like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like they was just doing like all like what I'm saying. Then they showed like the beginning of the internet, like how people started using the internet and making like online games, and not the online games we think of. It's like online games where you like type, go in the cave. You're like, you go in it's like text based games. You know what I mean? But it was online like text based games and shit like that. So but I remember all that shit, yo. Like I remember because I was in a robotics class, we had no supervision, so we used to go like on forums and shit. Like this is like when I'm talking about, it's not like Reddit. No, it was like motherfucking look like some DOS type shit. We used to be able to dial out. We didn't have like the phone in the joint, so we used to like it wasn't like I forgot, it was fucked up. Either way, somebody recorded like dialing the numbers on their home phone. Like you could record it like on the tape recorder, and you could play it to the phone, and the phone would dial. You know, old school phones, you could do that. If you just play like the tones, like it will dial. So we used to Google and motherfucker be
Oh,
on these
wow.
forums and doing shit, fucking around in class.
Yeah,
Nerd shit. Nerd. Yeah, definitely. It was nerd shit.
And that's what, you know, the funny thing is, like, people think Ollie's not this. They think Ollie's a Neanderthal at times. No, this motherfucker was smart, yo. He was in all of the smart
You
people
said
class.
what?
Yo.
Was I still am, motherfucker?
I mean, you still we all Neanderthals, but
no, I'm talking about smart. I still am smart. You're like he was.
I'm smart.
He forgot all that, but nah.
Nah, no, be for real. Like Ollie, you know, Ollie was smart in high school, bro. I co-signed with that shit. I won in his classes. I think I maybe in one of his classes in high school. If that, maybe Jim.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe Jim. Yeah.
But yo, he was also the dude was also in motherfucking The Hobbit. He played Thranduil.
Yeah, I heard.
Oh, okay.
I've only seen one.
He played some.
Yeah, me too.
Some elf or something. I think. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I seen.
I didn't watch any of the Hobbits. I'm not gonna lie. I watched half of the first movie and I was like, I can't. It sucks. It's not good. So
I like the Battle of the Five Armies was good. That's when they had all the humans, the elves, the trolls, like everybody came to one joint. I watched that one. It's funny because I don't like Lord of the Rings, yo. See.
Really? But you watched that Hobbit?
That first Lord of the Rings
was so
fucking boring. Basically, it is. It's literally like the same shit, yo. The only Lord I like the second, like the one, the towers. Was it something two towers? Yeah, that one was good. I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
The other ones I didn't like. They were too long and fucking boring.
And that was another. I mean, that's another like franchise like Twilight. Not saying they're the same, but I'm talking about people just going crazy over and going to midnight showings and had to be in there.
Yeah.
Have y'all watched midnight showing?
I think I was into The Hobbit though, just because I read the books as a kid. Like The Hobbit, I read all that shit as a kid. You know, I used to like the books, so I remember it stuck with me.
No, what was it? What was the other shit with the little person in it that they redid it? Willow.
Okay. Yeah.
All that type shit. Have y'all ever been to a midnight screening of a movie? Like I ain't talking about like go at midnight because it's like it's a stood in line first night.
Star Wars.
And I'll never do that again because
was it Phantom Menace?
It was Phantom Menace. That's exactly the one. Yeah,
everybody did that.
Yeah.
But see, I think was that the first one that came?
Yeah, we went.
First of the trilogy.
Because we got there late and we had to sit away at the front.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Yep.
We sat there. We was about to move like this.
Yes. Got there late. We was way up in the first row watching a movie like this. We was like, damn it. I was like, damn. But I said I'll never do it. Go ahead.
Well, go ahead. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I said I'll never do a midnight showing ever again because I fell asleep about 40 minutes into the movie. It was just late. And I was like, I missed half the movie, so I had to go back a week later and watch the rest of the movie. So, yeah, there you go.
Cola said the same thing. I ain't gonna lie, I did that. We went to one of the Fast and Furious, the one where they had like the missile on the ice, and all that crazy shit.
Oh yeah, I think that's like 7.
It was like me, Big Mike.
when he kicked the missile and pushed it away.
Yeah. We went to the midnight showing of that. I fell asleep in that one, and I ended up having to go back and watch it. So I played twice for that dumbass movie. I like Fast. I like a dumb movie. Fast and Furious.
But I could get with those Fast and Furious movies in the beginning because you just had to get yourself wrapped in like it's different. They created their own rules.
The early ones weren't that bad. They were like cheesy, but they was like about the race culture. Then that shit just shifted into some.
Yeah, because I can lie. A few months back, I watched the second one, the one Tyrese. I said that shit was alright. Yeah, like that shit was alright. I was like, oh, Tyrese was kind of funny in it. You know what I mean? It was definitely like it had some corny parts, but it was still like decent. You know.
Yeah, I think the Fast and Furious is great. Too Fast, Too Furious. That's one with Tyrese, right?
Yeah,
and then you got the third one, Tokyo Drift. I ain't like that too much.
I know everybody hates Tokyo Drift. I ain't gonna lie. I already know. I'm like the only person on earth that likes Tokyo Drift. But once it hit about 5, that's when they went from.
Yeah, they turned to superheroes.
I didn't even know what they turned to superheroes. Yeah, basically they turned to superheroes, yo.
Yeah,
they went from regular people to jumping They drove a car out of one building into another building, like office buildings too. Like not even like they were doing it.
Yeah,
man.
And it was a skyscraper at that.
Yeah. I was like, yo, what is going on here?
Yeah, they were making their cars do things that you would do with hands. Like, a helicopter was coming, and he just thinking, "Oh, I'm going to turn my car sideways and jump off this bridge and hit the helicopter. Then my car is going to land on this." I mean, it was getting crazy, yo. And even they were doing things crazy, like humanly impossible. Like they were grabbing chains out of the sky when they're falling 100 feet down. Like,
it was just like.
They were turning into super soldiers.
They went to outer space, yo.
They went to outer space.
And me and Ali, we talked about that before that movie came out, and they did it.
And they did it. Yeah, we did. We was like, what the hell? He was like, no, go to outer space.
He was like, yo, they doing everything. The only place left to go is the outer space, and they did it.
Yes, I remember that. Yeah, we predicted that.
Yeah,
even though we wasn't a prediction, we was just talking about how silly they were. Yeah, and they really did it, yo.
It really did it.
That shit is beyond silly, yo. It's not even entertaining no more, yo. It's like, I can't watch them. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm watching, but I can't watch them.
I'm watching the last one right now. The one with Jason Momoa. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Like I almost can't even take it. It's not even serious anymore. Like even the way Jason, it's not that good. I see why I didn't do that well at the box office this go around. Because it's really not that good. We gotta, you guys wanna? I'm gonna hit this right here.
Yeah, do that.
Thank you, man, Kevin. Thank you so much for the $20 donation, man. This is huge.
Yes, sir. Definitely appreciate it.
He ain't been up here in a while, man.
What's up, guys? Good to see you live. I'm in my hotel in Sacramento until tomorrow afternoon. Well, look at that. Our man Phenom is in a hotel as well. Watching you guys is a nice distraction from flying all day long. Love your content. Should be a bumpy ride to LA tomorrow.
Bro, it was a bumpy ride from DC to Houston, yo. Like, bruh. Yeah, then I landed in I had a layover in one of the worst cities in the world, Dallas, yo. I hate everything Dallas, yo. But the thing about it is they was in there. I ain't gonna lie. I was in the Dallas airport and they was playing like R. Kelly and Usher and all the stuff. I was like, oh, that's not bad, but I still hate Dallas, yo. But dog, I hate bumpy airplanes, bro. Like that shit gives me anxiety like a motherfucker, yo.
Same.
It does.
And they just say, "Oh, the air's got." I'm like, I don't like the air. I don't like the jet moving like that. You know, I want it to stay still, fly through the air. Don't be doing this shaking and baking. And I'm like,
You ever flown Southwest before?
Mm-hmm.
I have.
This is my first time flying Southwest, yo.
Yeah,
I didn't know what to expect, yo. I was like, hold up. What my seat number at, yo? Like I see
with the standing on the line with the numbers, like the section joint.
Yeah. Standing in line. Then you got basically a free for all for your seat, yo. So I was in section C, which is the last section to load. So you walk on the airplane and you see motherfuckers sitting on the aisle or the window. Nobody's sitting in the middle seat. So you gotta if you're in the last ones, you gotta sit in the middle seat, yo.
Yeah, because we went to Vegas. That was my first time flying Southwest because I wasn't familiar with that either. Like with the numbers, whatever. They'd be like, "Yo," I was like, "Oh, this is different." You know what I mean?
Yeah. But, they about to switch it up. They said in 2026 they're gonna have assigned seating.
Yeah.
But man, that's wild, yo.
Yeah. So shout out to Cola. If y'all guys haven't noticed, Cola has joined us. So shout out to you, Cola. I've seen you add a couple comments in here saying you said I love Jason Momoa in the last one. He gave Joker vibes. Have you guys seen this last one? I think I might have been the only one that have seen it on this.
No, I saw it.
You saw it? What did you think of Jason Momoa?
I mean, it was.
He's not believable as a villain.
Yeah,
I didn't. That's what I felt. I didn't feel it. Yeah, that's what I felt.
And Cola got a bias, yo, because she like Jason Momoa for real. So
that's what it is. Yeah, she likes Jason Momoa, so he could have shitted a turtle, and she would have been like, "Ooh, it smells good," you know. So, you know, it's okay. We know you like Jason Momoa, I mean, so, but Let's see what else.
That should be a good transition. Can you skip around to that transition?
Yeah, just go
yeah,
ahead.
man, I definitely can. It's actually the number 2, but we'll go ahead and skip to that. Let's do it right now. So here we go. Number 2 on the list. Oh, there we go. Number 2 on the list. Heath Ledger was approached by Christopher Nolan to play Batman, but he decided he didn't want to do it. And of course, as you know, he took on the iconic role of playing the Joker, which I think was absolutely fantastic. As you know, Heath Ledger won Academy Award for that. Clearly, I think a lot of people, it's a very strong argument that he is the best Joker adaptation on screen, at least for me personally, I think he is. But I was approached first to play Batman prior to Christian Bale, and I did not know that. I thought he had Christian Bale already lined up to play Batman, but he approached Heath Ledger first. Then when he turned it down and eventually went down the line and went to Christian Bale, then Heath Ledger said, well, look, I'll come on for Joker, but Joker wasn't in the cards until part 2. And there you go. What are your thoughts, Molly?
I'm gonna jump on this. Yeah, to me that's interesting. Just because I mean, of course, when you think Heath Ledger, you just think the Joker as far as the Batman movies go.
Yeah,
but I wonder what he would have been like as Batman, because Batman, let's be for real, even though he's a beloved character, at least a lot of times, I mean, even in comics and movies and what have you, Batman is kind of like, so I don't want to say straight edge, like kind of not a lot of personality. You know what I mean? So I wonder how Heath Ledger would have did it, would he would have played it? Because honestly, Christian Bale to me is good for Batman. Because when I think Christian Bale, I think like American Psycho. I think Batman like just everything's in order. Nah. I mean, you know, he's like straight with it. You know what I mean? So it would have been interesting to see Heath Ledger do it if he would have like switched it up and had a little personality or had a little this, had a little flair to it. Because I think really the only person that ever had a little flair to it was like Michael Keaton. I mean, he go too. Like, because everybody else kind of plays Batman straight. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Go ahead, Phoenix. I'll chime in after you.
I think Heath Ledger, he's my favorite Joker. Seeing him play Batman, I'm glad he didn't. I think he bodied the Joker. Yeah. And Jack Nicholson is like right there. You know what I'm saying? When it came to the Joker. In regards to Batman, like Batman is probably the easiest character to play in superhero universe, yo. Like Ali said, though, you just act like a straight edge person, talking with a growly voice.
Yes.
when you become Batman,
we're coming to get you.
And I think it's just the aesthetic, yo. Like who looks like Batman? Like who looks like Bruce Wayne? And none of I haven't seen one Batman where they look like Batman from the comics. Dark hair, chiseled chin. Like we've seen Superman look like Superman.
Yeah.
Like Christopher Reeve had the chiseled chin, black hair. Henry Cavill looked exactly like Superman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't got a Batman yet that look like Batman.
Yeah. You make a good point. There is somebody that a lot of people have been saying should do Batman in the upcoming one with James Gunn. But let me talk about this real quick. Heath Ledger, I agree with you guys. I would have really loved to see what he could have did as Bruce Wayne because he is so good, but he really did. I'm glad he turned it down because we would not have gotten this magnificent masterpiece of a performance with the Joker. He plays Joker so well. I mean, to me, he's the number one. But you do make a good point. I do like Christian Bale as Batman. It's his voice that's the issue. Like his voice was just too much. When he was Batman, it's like, what are you doing? Jimmy, what are you doing? It was extra. What are you doing? So it was just like crazy. But other than that, I thought he was straight edge when he came to Batman. I love that. But what hasn't happened is nobody's been really able to play Bruce Wayne up enough because there's so much focus on Batman. That's the difference. We get sprinkles of Bruce Wayne.
In the comics, Bruce, like I'll go back to this
because Bruce Wayne is supposed to be a pimp first.
He's a playboy.
Sorry, go ahead.
It's not so. If you go back and watch, like, this is my barometer: Batman, the animated series.
Okay.
I think that's Bruce Wayne because he was laughing, he was joking, he was getting cheeks, and all that stuff, and then he was kicking ass. Yo, we haven't seen that iteration yet. Like,
I agree.
Who the fuck has Ben Affleck as Batman? Who thought that was a good thing?
I thought that. I like that. You didn't like
Batfleck?
I mean, it wasn't bad. Like, it wasn't bad. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want people to read it as bad, but yeah, it was whatever. Yeah. I mean, honestly, Michael Keaton might have been like the only one that had a little bit of Playboy in him. Yeah,
he was goofy though. Still,
yeah, he was goofy. Like, Batman is supposed to be like a motherfucking Playboy. I hate to.
Correct. He's more like a Tony Stark.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I literally was about to say that. He's he's like Tony Stark's, you know, but Tony Stark was a little bit more playful, you know what I mean? But because
Tony Stark in the comics he's alcoholic. He has an alcohol problem at times that he battles. I mean, he gets it under control, but he's far more than Batman is. But yeah, you're right. He's much of a playboy than Batman is.
Yeah. So that's it.
The Christian Bale ones, they got too dark for me. Like his origin story, obviously is dark because his parents. But then, like, he was a monk or went to train in the mountains and shit. And
I mean,
it was too dark on that point. It was no Playboy with that.
Okay.
Then he comes back and sits at the board table and is like, I'm back. Cut his hair. Go fuck with Morgan Freeman. Get some shit. You know what I'm saying? Nah,
see, I didn't mind all that. I thought that was fine because he's being trained. I mean, Batman's got to become Batman somewhere, you know. And this was this particular origin story. They didn't try to focus too much on the kid and all the parents dying. He did kind of start there, but he became the crime fighter or the Cape Crusader once he went out there and trained with Ra's al Ghul. Then he came back and wanted to use.
So we watched every Batman movie, from Michael Keaton on, or even Adam West. I mean, we watched the old Adam. I watched
Adam West. There's been a lot of Adam West shout outs in the chat. Yeah,
he does look like Batman. He had a chisel chin. You know what I'm saying?
He definitely looked more like Batman. Yeah.
But like, we know what his origin story is. I don't think we needed to see him train with Ra's al Ghul. I don't think we needed that. We never saw that ever. So I don't think it added anything because when he came back, like, he came back like a recluse, like from being a recluse to like jumping in and fighting crime,
Right.
Versus Batman, we've always known was stayed in Gotham, learned, trained, hated crime, and developed there versus going abroad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I ain't like that part of it.
Okay. Hey, man. I mean, that's a strong opinion. That's a good opinion. I mean, I can't knock that because we all have our iterations on what we feel Batman should be, you know, or could be. That's why I think that's why they keep trying to get it right. I mean, we've had five Batmans: Michael Keaton, Christian Bale, Val Kilmer, George Clooney, and Ben Affleck. That's 5 Batmans. I mean, they still trying to get it right. I think
that George Clooney. See, they thought George Clooney was gonna be. They thought he was gonna be suave. Like, you know, it's George Clooney. He could be. Honestly, they probably thought he was gonna be like the Tony Stark. Like, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, he's gonna be. He would be more Bruce
the Playboy Batman.
Yeah, they thought he was gonna be a good Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne, yeah, but he couldn't play Batman for shit.
Shit, yeah, that shit was horrible.
His voice was still the same. He was still doing that shit with his head. Well, you know, I guess.
Look, I've already said we talked about George Clooney in the past, and I think he's one of the most overrated actors in the history of acting, yo. You know what I'm saying?
His Batman was not bad. It was not good. I'm sorry.
I ain't gonna give you that. I'm not giving that.
He's overrated. Like, I mean, the only thing he did, like Ocean's 11, is the only thing that was decent.
I like that. I like the joint where he was going around firing people
up in the air.
Up in the air. That was good. That was a good one. He has up in the air where he was like the consultant and he went to companies and fired everybody.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen that movie.
You might want to watch it because it's about to be it's gonna go from a movie to a documentary.
Yeah.
In about 6 months, but and of course he ran ER forever. You know what I mean?
He was on ER. He was.
That's
he
where
was
he
like-
really got to start from, man.
But that's
you
what I'm
know.
saying. He was one of the only TV stars to cross over because a lot of TV
That's true.
stars tried to cross over and
They didn't
it
do
don't
it.
happen.
Yeah.
It don't
But,
happen.
but I'm gonna say this though. I think it's more so because women liked him, like because he was a heart.
I mean, he was easy on the eyes. I mean, he worked with the kids in the hospital, and so
So
Yeah.
I mean, I would stand. I'll argue with anybody. I think he's overrated. Not saying he can't act. Not saying he doesn't have a catalog or whatever. But I just don't. There's no put that George Clooney movie on, in my life.
So since we're talking about Batman, and we're going to transition back to Joker because I'll ask you guys' opinion out of all the Jokers, which y'all think. But Chicago Cubs didn't bring up a really good point. Tony Stark's and Batman parents both passed away. So interesting fact. I honestly, and this is what been said, but Tony Stark is supposedly kind of the Batman of the Marvel universe. Like he came after Batman, and it the rumors been, and I think they're very true, that Marvel wanted to create a Batman type character, and hence the making of Tony Stark. And you really think about it, a lot of this shit is parallel. They
all
both
of it's parallel.
Yeah, I mean, like down
They don't
to
have any superpowers and they got money. Technology.
Yeah.
So I mean, so after that, which of you guys think out of all the Jokers, who do you think is your favorite and second favorite? Which I'll
There's
say
only
Heath
two.
Ledger is the top.
Everybody else,
Yeah,
Heath and Jack.
he's my favorite. Yeah, Jack was my second.
Okay. Yeah. I did like Joaquin Phoenix, but that was so man,
it's not really Joker though.
Yeah, it was a very different take on Joker, but I did like what he did in that film.
But I like the first one. The second one is definitely
the second one's really bad.
I didn't finish it. I was kind of like in and out. Honestly, I said I was gonna sit down and watch it just because I was like, but the only reason I would say the first one, he's not really Joker because he's not really the Joker yet. Like it's just him.
Yeah.
Like I need to see Joker wilding out, running around with his goons and just being crazy. No superpowers, just him and a motherfucking gun and a hammer and a bat.
Yeah.
That motherfucker just has whatever, throw that shit. Like you know what I mean? Like the Joker is just the Joker, yo. His whole thing is just like I'm just gonna be wild chaos, you know. So, So
that's
Joaquin,
very true.
I can like unless you don't put on the paint, the face paint, he can't get it yet just yet.
I mean, he did it in the last one, but my thing is,
he did at the very end of the first one.
I need the hijinks show. I need everything. But the thing about it is, the Joker was like evil, and had a sense of humor, an evil sense of humor with it. So I always go back to the animated stuff because they get it right every time. Like Mark Hamill,
the animated, yes.
Best Joker voice or whatever. But even like with the Harley Quinn series, the way the Joker is in that, I love that shit too, You know what I'm saying? But one thing that you brought up when you brought up Tony
What are you
Stark
doing?
and Batman, how do you feel about other superhero like genres being compared? Like I'll give you an example. Superman. Who's Superman? Is Thor Superman in the Marvel?
But see, it's hard. Even though I just say it's hard just because it's DC Marvel. They definitely have similar characters. But the whole knock on DC has always been like, if you look at DC's main characters like a Superman, Wonder Woman, whatever, they're all like godlike people. Besides Batman, that's why Batman is probably the most popular character because he's the only human like. Marvel characters are more grounded, even though they might have like some crazy superpowers. You got some with like crazy superpowers, but a lot of Marvel's characters are kind of grounded. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense, but
no, that's exactly what it is.
Romanoff, like Black Widow is.
Yeah, I mean, like they're like people. You know what I mean? And they have like more emotions and more like other shit. They got like Earth shit going on. Like you read the Marvel comic, they got Earth like Spider-Man. They got Earth like regular. Yeah, they got regular shit going on.
I can't eat. I need to pay rent. I'm about to get fired.
I got to go to school. I got a paper due.
Yeah, where DC heroes have always been kind of like godlike,
Godlike,
you know what I mean? Like they're like
absolutely.
they're like
Superman,
superheroes.
Aquaman. I
They're
mean,
not
the
even
list
from
goes
yeah,
on.
Earth, or I mean,
Yeah,
well,
Hawk
Aquaman
Girl,
is one of the
Hawkman.
grandest.
These are all
yeah.
like
I
godlike
mean,
characters.
they
Aquaman.
got real super. They're like superpowers. I mean,
Yeah.
even though Marvel superpowers, but you feel what I'm saying.
I know Marvel superpowers don't start coming in until they start going outside of Earth and they realize other things in other planets. But the heroes on Earth are all humans that wind up getting powers from something that earthly happened to them.
Yeah.
Like they got radiation or they got bit by a spider or an explosion happened, you know, but they're still people that wind up getting these magnificent abilities. That's what basically, you know, they happen. So that's what made them more grounded. Yeah, like the X-Men, they have powers because of what they call a genetic mutation, something earthly like, you know. So it's that's why I always gravitated more towards Marvel than I did DC. Not that I didn't hate DC. I still love DC because I watch Super
DC's
Friends.
only good with the animated stuff. Marvel's good with the live action, so to speak. I know people get tired of it. But question, have you seen the new season of Invincible yet?
I have not. I still got to finish the last season.
What?
I know. I have. I'm fucked up.
You a super nerd comic book. You ain't. Corey.
I didn't finish it.
Ali even gave it his like, oh, you ain't watching. I like
Invincible. No, I gave it to like good because that shit sucked last season. I was so high on Invincible.
I got halfway. I didn't watch the second half.
But I'm gonna tell you, like, because I knew other people that were watching Invincible, people that really wanted even the cartoon shit. So it's like, yo, Invincible's crazy. Once they went to that multiverse shit, motherfuckers fell back. You know, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't finish watching that joint. I was like, yo, this shit's too like whatever.
I think I got back on track with this one.
Well, all right, maybe I'll watch it. Maybe I'll give it a chance because I don't fuck with the multiverse. No, I didn't finish it either. You know? I was like, yo, I'm good on this. Like it's got to whatever.
See, I can get that from Ollie, but I thought Corey would like.
I haven't finished. I would have watched it, but when they did that break in the second season, I didn't. I just never caught up to watching the second half of the first season, so I'm just stuck right there. Really quick, you said who would be comparable to Superman? Road Trip made a really good one. Captain Marvel is Marvel Superman. That's kind of about as close as you can get. Yeah, as far as there's some others out there.
Carol Danvers.
Captain
Marvel. Yeah, she's just like really.
She's pretty.
She's like super. Yeah, she's like
Superman. You know what I mean? Honestly, yeah. They have some other characters, but as far as like popular characters, she about the Carol Danvers. I mean, honestly, Superman does beams out of his eyes. She does beams out of her hands. I mean, that's the only difference. But other than that, she's pretty strong.
Okay.
Now I'm going to go to some quick honorable mentions before we move on to some others. Here's a quick honorable mention here. Currently right now, and because we were just talking about Superman, Nicholas Hoult auditioned to be Superman in this upcoming Superman, but he'll be playing Lex Luthor in the movie instead. Interesting. Yeah, I think he's going to be a good Lex. Yeah, I don't know if I could see him play Superman, but
I definitely would. I would have been like, here, try Superman.
Joe Manganiello. I did not know this, but he auditioned to be Spider-Man in the original Spider-Man. That was Tobey Maguire, but they decided to put him as Flash Thompson instead. And I never knew that he was in this movie. He is actually in the movie. That's him, young Joe.
That's Sofia Vergara husband.
Yes, the one that played
Magic Mike nigga.
Yes, the Magic Mike guy.
I don't understand this show. What movie is this?
This is the very first Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire.
Okay.
I don't remember him in Spider-Man. I don't know.
He's only in it for a short while. It's when Peter Parker first gets his powers, and he hits him when he's leaving the lunchroom, and then Joe comes out that and was like, "Man, I'm about to kick your ass," and Spider-Man kicks his ass in the hallway. Okay, maybe you don't. But before we go to move on, we're going to hit this really quick. Kevin, man, thank you so much for another donation, $10 donation. I have to check out, guys. I have a very early flight. I need to be clear-minded to fly so Phenom doesn't freak out with the bumpy ride. So Phenom doesn't freak out with the bumpy ride. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, it is.
See you next week, boys. I love Superman. We do too, man. And be safe, Kevin.
Too.
Thank you so much for this. We greatly appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, brother. And be safe, man.
Yes.
And have a
Yes,
safe
sir.
trip flying and back
definitely
home.
Be safe. Be safe. That turbulence is the kryptonite to us all.
It is. It is. Definitely is.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to speed through some of these. I think this is 1, 2, 3. We only got 4 more, but we're going to speed through these. Sam Rockwell did not know this. He auditioned to be Iron Man, but they put him as Justin Hammer, which was Iron Man's villain in Iron Man 2. I'm damn sure glad he didn't get Iron Man. Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man. He is perfect for Iron Man. Nobody else could have played Iron Man better than him. And I don't think Favreau would have ever let anybody else play Iron Man because the studio didn't even want Robert Downey Jr. to be Iron Man. But Favreau was like, fuck that. I need Robert to play this character. And he fought for it. They eventually let him do it. And of course, the rest is history. Could you see this guy playing Iron Man?
No.
Wow. To me, when I look at him, I just look at maybe it's just my I got some prejudices. I'm like, he just looks sneaky. I was like, I can't even see him as a hero. I see him like if I see him in a movie, I'm like, he's a bad guy. That motherfucker sneaking around. Like, he's always gonna be like working on the whatever, like work for good. I'm like, but he's a bad guy, I don't know why. I just see him, I was like, that's sneaky motherfucker. Nah. Can't trust him.
Can't trust it.
Get my flavor on once you see him, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's a good actor, though. I like him.
Yeah, he just got that villain look. He just sneaky.
Yeah.
But he was sneaking. This was Iron Man 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he was like that in Iron Man 2 because he was a sneaky, conniving. Like he was messing with Nicky Rourke.
Right.
Recruited him. So I think he was a good villain in this because he didn't really have to show a lot of personality just to sneak. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, but Robert Downey Jr. is and always will be Iron Man until he's not, because he's supposed to be Dr. Doom.
Yeah, in the upcoming movie, he is a variant of Dr. Doom. So I don't know how they're going to do that. Yeah. I mean, I have mixed emotions about that, but I'm happy to see Robert Downey Jr. back in the Marvel universe. But I don't know why he has to be Doom. I don't know. But I'm leaving it up to Kevin Feige. Hopefully they'll figure out a storyline that makes sense. And I'm like, okay, I can get to this, but I don't know.
They said they're about to bring your boy back. They're negotiating with Creed.
Chris Evans. Oh, you're talking about Michael B. Jordan?
Kane. No, Kane.
Kane the Conqueror.
Oh, yes, Michael.
Jonathan Majors.
Jonathan Majors, yeah.
Jonathan Majors, yes.
They renegotiating with him now. They say, so they might be bringing him back as Kane after not all the dramas kind of subsided.
I think
he
so.
got chased by that girl down the street. That shit was hilarious. It's not hilarious whenever. Hands always should be kept to yourself. But that shit was still hilarious. Someone was running. Then they showed another CCTV camera running. Another CCTV camera. That motherfucker was running for a long time. For
blocks. Yeah.
She was chasing his ass. She had her Energizer batteries in her back. She was like, I'm gonna get your ass. That motherfucker was
she was chasing him for blocks. I was like, damn.
But, my pops used to say, if you feel like you're gonna do something, get away, run. And guess what? He was running his career,
He tried.
Debbie, how you doing? Debbie says Sam Rockwell has a great movie called Mr. Perfect. He's kind of a hitman, but it's a dark comedy with Anna Kendrick.
I saw that on a late night, yo.
Oh, I haven't seen that movie. I have to check that out.
Anna Kendrick from the singing movies, Pitch Perfect.
Oh, from Pitch. No way.
Yeah, that was actually a good movie with both of them. It's a good watch.
Okay, that's what's up. Let's go to this next one. This one I'm really shocked about. Honestly, I'm like, this is not. I don't see this. I'm glad this didn't happen, but it's possible. His name is Iwan Rheon. He auditioned to be Jon Snow in Game of Thrones, except they casted him to be Ramsay Bolton, one of the most iconic villains in Game of Thrones and probably in TV or series history. This guy was crazy. He was so damn good, honestly. I don't even know if he could have been Jon Snow. I don't even think I would even want to see him as Jon Snow because he was so damn good as Ramsay Bolton. I guess the question is, we go out to you guys, and Ali, I'll go with you first because you got me on the Game of Thrones. Do you think he could have played Jon Snow, or do you felt he was better casted as Ramsay Bolton?
I think that's a yes to both, yo.
Okay.
I think that honestly, I think he would have played Jon Snow better than the dude that played Jon Snow. To me, I don't think the dude that played Jon Snow was like that great. You know what I mean? He's all right, but yeah, he was. I think he would have definitely brought something to it because he has like I don't know, he has that shit on camera. He's crazy. But do I think he was better for Ramsay Bolton just because he does have that shit on camera where he, like, you know what I mean, that's craziness and that he's probably better fit for Ramsay if you see what I'm saying. Like it's definitely he got cast perfect for Ramsay, yo. He's the perfect Ramsay Bolton. Yeah. He is the craziest, most assholingest, I don't know if that's the word, but it's gonna be a word today. The most assholingest motherfucker you can ever have on screen. Right? You know what I mean? Yeah, he was the villain of all villains, yo. He was out here cutting off sausages, having dogs eat people, eat his mamas, his stepmamas. He shooting kids with arrows. Like he was the craziest and I believed it when he was doing it. I believed it. So it's the perfect villain.
Yo, he's the most diabolical character I ever seen on TV, yo. You cut off somebody's sausage and eat a sausage in front of him, yo. That's super diabolical, yo.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Funny thing is, I think Kit Harington, who played Jon Snow, is Jon Snow. I think Jon Snow's character was supposed to be humble and supposed to be altruistic and you know what I'm saying? So he was supposed to be that way. I think Ramsay Bolton, I don't think he could. He probably could because he's a good actor, but his eyes is too crazy to play Jon Snow, yo. Yeah. Like he has his dark hair, like light blue eyes or whatever. Yeah. And he was just a maniac. Like he was a psychopath. And I liked him a lot better as this show. So I think he wasn't miscast to play Ramsay Bolton, yo.
I second, third, fourth, and fifth. Everything that you guys said. I think he's very much better cast to be Ramsay Bolton because just looking at this photo in the corner, he looked crazy. His eyes, you're right, Phoenix. I mean, the brother is spot on, and I think he had the comedic chops to be Ramsay Bolton. Cola says it here in the chat. Jon Snow is a very subdued character, and I don't think this guy would have been able to really give us what he could really do. And Ramsay, and they probably looked at him and was like, you know what, you're going for Jon Snow, but you'll be better as Ramsay Bolton because we need somebody that can go from A to Z and do all the colors of the rainbow when it comes to acting from crazy to even crazier. And I don't think Jon Snow could have, the character that played, the guy that played Jon Snow, I don't think he could have done that. This guy can do it, and I think that's why they gave him Ramsay Bolton instead of Jon Snow.
Well, I would say this, though. If I was him, I'd rather be Jon Snow, though, because Jon Snow about to get a spinoff, and Jon Snow was in all 7 seasons of Game of Thrones.
Oh, absolutely. And Jon Snow has been picked up to be in the Marvel Universe as well, you know, honestly. So, yeah, the wobbly road trip says the wobbly sausage.
wobbly. Yeah, that's
it's messed up, man. What is his name? Freak? Was it? Oh god.
Yeah, he renamed the boy. Yeah,
no, he renamed him.
He was like, I'm gonna give you a new name.
I'm gonna give you a new name. Reek.
Yeah. It was wild, yo.
Yeah, man. That's wow. And he ate that in front of his face. He cut it off, and then he ate it in front of his face, yo. It's crazy.
Yeah, he was wild. He was definitely wild.
Yeah. Wild boy. Let's see. Let's go on to. I think we got two more. I was kind of shocked about this. We were talking about Batman, but so we can keep this really short. Cillian Murphy auditioned for Batman. So the same guy, if you guys don't know, that's in Oppenheimer. Years ago. Huh?
Peaky Blinders, yo.
That's right, Peaky Blinders too. Yeah, I watched Peaky Blinders. Only 2 episodes though. I got it. It's so many seasons.
Yeah, I watched Peaky Blinders, 2 episodes.
Yeah. I know.
Tommy Shelby, yo.
Yeah. Nah, Peaky. I love this one to you. I love Peaky Blinders, but at the same time, it got a little ridiculous. Yeah, the only thing I did, because they won't never kill like none of the main characters. So it's just like every time something happened, I was like, oh, he ain't dead. Like, he ain't dying. That's because it got, after about the 4th or 5th time, I was like, yo, ain't none of these people dying, yo. Somebody should have just died. But beyond that, I know that sounds so sadistic.
It's a so like we watched enough shows where people died, the main characters died.
Yeah, but no, Peaky Blinders is my shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could imagine him as a Batman. I mean, actually, he might be a decent Batman.
No, I can see him being a Batman. He's such a good actor. I mean, at this point, we just haven't seen somebody get the duality of the character perfect yet. They get one or the other. Like George Clooney got Bruce Wayne, but he didn't get Batman. And everybody else is good at Batman. We haven't gotten a duality. So he might have been able to do both. We don't know. But we do know this is going to be number 1, and I'll go ahead and pull this up. Tom Hiddleston auditioned for Thor, but they was like, nah, bro, we gonna cast you as Loki. I'm sure at the time he probably thought, damn, man, I'm gonna be this villain that's going to be in a movie. I'm gonna get killed at the end, and my shit's gonna be over, and that's it. But he was so good as Loki that they have continued to find a way to bring him back all through the Marvel Universe. I don't know if I could see him playing Thor, but
no, he would.
I don't think.
What is his little ass be Thor, yo? Like,
you would have to buff up a lot. Yeah, they gave it to the right person. Chris Hemsworth is Thor. I don't think I'll ever see anybody else as Thor other than Chris Hemsworth. There are just certain characters. Chris Hemsworth is Thor. Hugh Jackman is Wolverine. Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool. And
Tom Hiddleston is Loki.
And Tom Hiddleston is Loki. Well, yeah.
So Marvel, I would give this to Marvel, even though their movies, they are, people love them, hate them, or whatever because there's too many of them. They get the casting right, yo. I can't think off the top of my head, you can correct me, that they miscast somebody when I say from Marvel on, from the first Avengers movie to now. I don't think they miss on it.
They have not. They have not.
Yeah.
They cast just right. Yeah.
And I'm gonna jump into my Corey bag. Who plays Thor right now?
Chris Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth is easy on the eyes, so he's like a big buff, blonde, this and that.
Yeah.
Like, even look at Tom Hiddleston. Even if you put the blonde hair on him or whatever, he ain't gonna be like Thor's supposed to be the motherfucking the gods. You know what I mean?
God of thunder. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you see him like, oh, like he's supposed to be like making girls throw their panties on stage or what have you. And shout out to Tom. No disrespect, man. That ain't happening with your boy right here. It's levels to this.
Yeah, facts. Even if you put this guy in blonde hair, he ain't Thor. It just ain't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it ain't the same, yo. You know what I mean? Thor,
nah.
Chris Hemsworth. I mean, it is what it is, yo. I may not look him directly in the eyes, yo. He may be Thor away.
Hey,
yeah.
Tom, I can talk to him
might be on the same page with this one, yo.
Yeah, and she put a stamp on it because she said, I tapped that. She made sure we know at the end. But yeah, man, he's a man's man. They even said in the movie, that's not a dude. That's a man. So when they caught him on the Guardians of the Galaxy plane, you probably don't remember, but anyway.
No, I remember. But the thing about Chris Hemsworth, yo, it's like it's perfect casting for him. Like buff, blonde hair, blue eyed. 5
chisel
o'clock shadow.
chin.
Just he looked like Thor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He looked like Flash Gordon, You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's like they got it right, and that's what like with Tony Stark. Like Tony Stark looked like
It's
that in
Robert
the
Downey
comics.
Jr.
Robert Downey Jr. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yeah.
But no, I mean, and Loki looks like Loki.
Mm-hmm.
And I like his character. I like the hijinks. I like what he brought to the character. I think he embodied it.
Yeah.
And that's why it's kind of hard for people to shit on Marvel movies. They can say like some of them are like, I would say this though. The only one I didn't like Thor 1. I tolerated it.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't like Thor 2 at all. I like
Thor Ragnarok. Thor 3. It's great.
And I didn't like Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
So Chris Hemsworth, though, him being like what's the word I'm looking for? Not a 04 or I didn't like the way he played Thor in those, except Ragnarok was okay. The other ones he just got too like campy in it.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So I like Thor, and I like the way Chris Hemsworth
I like the
plays
character of
Thor.
Thor.
Yeah. I like the way he plays Thor in Thor Ragnarok. Yeah. Because he has the perfect blend of being serious, but those comedic moments where he has to be, because he's a fish out of water. He's from Asgard. So that was always the thing with Thor in the comics. He was Asgardian. So coming on Earth or different places, he was always comparing it to Asgard. So him being able to do that in Thor Ragnarok was perfect with Taika Waititi, who was the director. When he was in the first 2 Thors, he was too regal.
He said that name. I was like, oh, that must be one of
the director. The director.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying this was like one of them alien characters. What's his name again? I was like,
Taika.
I was like, yo, it's yo. But go ahead, nah.
And when he was in the first 2 Thors, I think he was too regal, too serious, too stoic. He didn't give that character enough layers, and he knew that because that's how they were writing him. And he actually went back to them and was like, "Look, this character needs more layers. I think I could do more with this characters." And that's what we got in Thor Ragnarok. Now, the problem with Thor 4 was not Chris Hemsworth, because Chris Hemsworth actually said he felt it went a little too far. It was Taika. They gave Taika, the director, too much control, and he wrote everything, and it was like a Saturday Night Live skit, the whole freaking movie. And that was the problem. So Thor, he didn't really like 4 that much. He said it was way over, too over the top. But I think the casting is perfect, though. I think the casting is perfect.
Yeah. Shout out to Tom Hiddleston. He did a great job as Loki. For real.
They keep bringing him back. I mean, they done killed this man like 4 times. They brought him back every single time. Even in Infinity War, when they finally killed him, they found a way to bring him back because of some multiverse thing. So, well, there you go. That's our number 1. Loki. Tom Hiddleston was cast for Thor, and he did.
Well, that's what. We did a poll. I did a poll as far as like with these heroes. Like, what do you prefer in the movie, yo? So, and well, actually, they gave it to us, but it looks like a tie. So, what do you prefer in movies? A hero with a dark side, 37%. Just give me chaos, which is what I'm about. Is 37 as well. So I'm not like it's tie. But then coming in third is a villain you can't hate, which is whatever. And I mean, which is I shouldn't say whatever. It's always good to have a villain that you like. That always helps a movie. When the villain is likable, it definitely helps all movies, especially superhero movies. No matter what type of movie, it could be a James Bond, it could be a heist type of movie. Like whoever's the bad guy, if you relate with the bad guy, it always helps. But the twist where hero becomes a villain was last place. But out of these 4 choices, which I got? Like I said, I'm just like, give me the chaos.
Chaos. I like the chaos, yo. I think like I'll give you a perfect example of a chaos movie is Batman with Heath Ledger in it.
Yeah. He definitely once he burnt the money up, I was like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That was the craziest. Like he was like, yo, he just don't care. He's just out here just to wreck shit.
Yeah, or even like making a pistol disappear in Michael John White eye, yo.
Yeah, that was crazy too.
Know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I think just give me chaos. If I had out of the four here, just give me chaos is probably the best one because generally those, well, yeah, I like those when it comes to making movies, but I know that the best villains are the ones where you kind of understand why they doing it. They just going about it the wrong way, you know. So yeah, I like just give me chaos, man. I think that's what makes it best because they're so unpredictable.
Yeah,
those are the best villains.
Yeah. Yeah, so shout out to the poll, everybody who participated in the poll.
Thank y'all.
Appreciate y'all. You know.
What about this villain, man? Dark Helmet from Spaceballs, maybe.
I see your sources as big as mine.
As big as mine. Classic, a very good movie. I love that movie. Star Wars parody, but Chef's Kiss, man. I love freaking Spaceballs, man. Love Spaceballs. Had to me one of the best fourth wall breaks ever in movie history is when they are looking. Huh?
Was the bar scene?
No, when it's a fourth wall break when they're trying to find what happened with Lone Star. So they pull out the videotape Spaceballs, the movie, and they said they started looking at the movie and it was like, how can we do this? Because we're in the middle of filming it. That shit was funny. Yeah. When they were looking at each other on the screen and they were going like this. The best fourth wall break in movie history. That was long before Deadpool was doing it. They did it in Spaceballs, man. I wish I could find that clip.
But I got one question for y'all real quick, yo.
Yeah.
Who's the biggest and the baddest?
Show enough.
Ben's always coming through. He's like, show enough was just chaos. He was kind of.
Went to the pizza shop, dumped Leroy brother in the trash can.
Yes. Kicking everything, kicking the jukebox.
He was just kicking shit to kick it, yo. So to show enough, yo, out there. That curl was who got a more luxurious curl to show enough, yo.
We got a lot of people putting some good ones out in here. Tony Soprano, Magneto.
Villains.
Somebody said, oh, well, that's Yo Cat Bar. Yeah, that from Spaceballs. Piece of the Hut was a villain in the movie, so we forgot about Piece of the Hut. But Ali, before we run down this, I know there was something that you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, just real quick, yo. One of the craziest heroes turned villains in my life has been Mr. Kanye West. Kanye West is out here wilding. He's been wilding on Twitter for like a week almost now. Like that's just been going on for a minute. I'm like, God damn! Like we just shut the fuck up. I ain't even on Twitter, but I just get tired of seeing people posting his Twitter rant. You know what I mean? Because I gave him Kanye a long time ago. But it's crazy. You heard about what happened at the Super Bowl?
No.
So Kanye had a commercial on Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw the commercial.
So it was the commercial that went to his did a switcheroo, and that's why. So he got with an ad agency. They did a joint. They did the commercial. When the commercial aired, he switched his website up to not sell anything. Like he took all the merchandise on. There was only one item on his site for sale, which was a T-shirt with a swastika. I couldn't say it. Help me out,
A swastika or the German
swastika.
Yeah. I did better than Corey. Shout out, I did better. A swastika on the joint, which is like beyond wild. Like your boy is, I don't even know, he's just tripping right now. I mean, they end up Shopify and pulling it down and like the site down and this and that. But just the fact that he did that already makes you think he is crazy. So I guess Corey hasn't heard. Like, so a group of actors and actresses got together, and they put this together, man. I'll play an add to say, are you ready?
Right. Yeah.
Like, it's like Jewish actors and actresses.
What?
This is real. This not AI.
Is this AI? This real? Because it looks good.
I know Phenom can never. He can never help but just step on the punchline.
How am I supposed to know, yo?
No matter what happens. I mean, just in general, yo, just hold back your thoughts for like 30 seconds. Be like, yo, maybe this will be some good content.
It was good content, but Corey said the same thing after I did. But
he went to laugh with that. I would have been like, yo, Corey, listen. But yes, that was AI, and it's crazy because like people in that video are like really upset. Not so much upset about the message. I mean, just like it's AI is getting out of control because they got that video ended up getting shared around, and people thought it was real. You know what I mean? People thought it was real. So like they're really trying to like sue and trying to get regulations on AI because they're worried about what's going to happen. Which is, I mean, it's too late. The cat's out the bag. The horses are out the stable. Because now. It used to be. Remember back in the day, just like, yo, you can't believe what you hear. See what you gotta see with your eyes, whatever. I don't even know. Somebody's gonna give me the right quote in the chat. But now you can't even believe what you see. At least not on the internet. You can, unless you see it in person, you really can't believe it. Because
if now, you can't touch it, it ain't real. You can't believe it.
Yeah, basically, yo, now with the AI, it's like, wow, yo. So
I mean, that's good too.
Yeah, that looked real as hell.
Yeah, that was kind of freaky that it looked that good because it probably was somebody that did that shit in like 5 minutes on his computer. For real.
I know. And they put out there that shit got shared around and around.
Wow.
I mean,
that's crazy.
And the thing about I think the biggest thing is it seemed believable too. So it wasn't just like the actors in it. It seemed like those are like reputable actors who happen to be Jewish, who come with their own message, and to combat Kanye West. I would have thought it was real, and I'll fashion myself as a person who check my resources and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So
Kanye,
your lying eyes, yo.
Yeah. Shout out to Road Trip. That's what he said. Who gonna believe me or your lying eyes? And it's crazy. It's gonna get to a point where you ain't gonna be able to believe what you see. Like, honestly, man. Like, and it's sad because a lot of rhetoric has been put out there. All right, I'm not getting political because that's not what we're about here. But either way, I mean, but just in general, it's already a lot of rhetoric around like fake news, fake this, fake that, and it's a lot of people falling for bad misinformation through like, especially like the boomers, like. Shout out to all our boomers. Like, I'm close to a boomer, I guess. Who knows? But like misinformation already out with bots and shit on like between Facebook and Twitter and this and that. It's gonna be a point. Like, really, you ain't to be able to believe shit, man.
Yeah, this is crazy.
It's by design.
Wow. Oh man, we go to some comments off that real quick. It's about this Kanye becoming a real life villain. I mean, he wrote a villain for real. Real life hero to villains. Ben says Bill Cosby. I used to listen to all his records.
He is definitely somebody who want. Yeah, Bill Cosby definitely went from hero to villain.
Yeah, definitely.
My son actually, I was ironing clothes one morning and I was watching like TV One. They play Cosby reruns. My son walked in. He was like, yo, this shit still on TV? I was like, yeah, it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is one person that they separate the art from the artist.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He's still in syndication and all that. So one thing, I think Valerie, I don't know if somebody started or whatever, but Valerie brought up a point about him losing his mom and him going downhill. Because the documentary, the Yeezus documentary, is a very good documentary. And I know it's on Netflix. And I asked people, I said, you seen it or not? I don't want to support Kanye. I said, I get it. But if you go back and look at it, Kanye wasn't always like that. I mean, he was ego-driven.
No, he was always like that.
But like his mom kind of reined him in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? When I say he was like that, he's always been like a believer in himself. Like when nobody believed him, he always felt like, the odds were stacked against him. Like Dame Dash ain't believing his rapping skills. No, you're just a beat maker. That's what you're gonna be all your life. So he did his own thing and broke out. And when his mom passed, it's like nobody was there to reel him in no more.
That's really the what do you call it? The point where things just took a left and ain't never been right since. Honestly, he never. I mean, yeah, it's Chicago Cubs says Kanye is making my hometown look bad. Yeah, bro, ain't no doubt about that.
I mean, the Bears is too. So
yeah. Debbie says AI is frightening. It's too crazy real. You can't believe it, and you can't believe anything anymore. That's true. It looked real. It looked good. I mean, it was just kind of crazy.
And honestly, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Honestly, I think like this, video AI
on YouTube.
It's been around. Yeah, it's only been around for a few years now. So you gotta think in the next. I mean, there's already like big jumps in AI. Requiring like less computing power, because that was the one thing with AI. It used to require a lot of like computing power, a lot of GPUs, like graphic card, like don't get too tech. A lot of like GPUs, a lot of this, a lot of that, a lot of money, a lot of electricity, a lot of that.
It's scalable now.
But now you have companies like DeepSeek that came out of China that caused a big uproar because they did. Like Chat GPT, they raised like hundreds of billions of dollars. They got like $100 billion. DeepSeek came out of China, even though they did ride off with some of what Chat GPT did, off $10 million and made shit that basically measured up to everything that Chat GPT did. Chat GPT did. You know what I mean? So like the shit is getting crazy. It's getting,
and it's not regulated.
From 100 million to 10 million. I mean, so, but it's just a matter of time before it's just going to be out there.
Yeah. Cola says it's definitely a Black Mirror episode with Selma Hayek. Have you guys seen that episode of Black Mirror?
Correct.
I watched Black Mirror.
I watched every episode of Black Mirror. I didn't put so many people on the Black Mirror.
And
honestly, really I can't decide to put people on because honestly, people don't watch it. I'm like, yo, watch it. They'll watch like one episode down. You gotta be into that type of stuff. So yeah, Black Mirror is my shit. Yeah, and that's definitely what it is. I mean, they'll be able to be like, all right, we just recreate you. Right. I mean, but that's what there's a lot of this, like with the writer's strike that just happened, and this because they wanted to put a lot of language in there trying to limit what AI can do. Because honestly, you could just put in put 100 transcripts of a TV show on the AI and be like, write me a new episode. They'll write an episode. It may not be as good. This will be like 85% there, 90% there. So, especially if it's just like filler type TV, like who cares if it's 90% of the real thing, You just boom, boom, boom. You got 5, 6, 10. The writer's room is gone. 10 less people we got to pay. You know what I mean? So it's getting crazy out here.
Yeah. And that's the
Meta
thing.
just fired 3,800 people. My bad. And they already said they replaced them with AI. Go ahead.
And there's no way to regulate it really because you can't sue people. Like whoever made that, who you gonna sue? Like so you use somebody's image and likeness, but it's computer generated. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see how it's going to be real then unless our government does what it's supposed to do and kind of regulate it, but it's not because they're in the pockets of
I mean, it ain't about the they're definitely in the pockets. I mean, everybody knows that Rheon Tusk, but just in general, though, I mean, the government's always been behind when it comes to technology, just because the people that
they run it, they don't know anything.
Run it. They old as fuck. Like, I mean, that's always been like even through the internet when it first they're always like 5-10 years behind because they know fucking. I mean, we old as fuck. It'll be like us trying to keep up with some of the tech that's out. Like, we don't catch on to it late. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we don't catch on to like the new shit. If it's a new like quote unquote Snapchat, you might hear about it, but you ain't really whatever. By the time you catch on to it, the kids already been on it.
Moved on to something else.
Like, that's what I'm saying. So it's just what it is, But I do want to put this up. Val, yeah, that shit scarred me too. The episode with the video game them dudes scarred me. Yes, it did.
I'm trying to remember that one.
That's your boy Anthony Mackie was in it. Captain America.
Okay, I didn't see that one. I didn't see that one.
That's what he said at the dinner table with his wife.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't see that one.
He used to play the game with his boy in that VR joint. And he was getting them.
I gotta see that one.
I didn't know. Yeah. Leave it alone.
She was at the table questioning. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I mean,
girls out there.
Like 2 words, term limit show. They need to be on. And guess what? We had that. Then we have a little bit more younger, fresher minds bringing this shit in. But it's gonna get out. It's gonna get to the point where it's gonna turn into an apocalyptic world, man. And I ain't trying to say like Walking Dead type shit or Mad Max type stuff. It's just gonna be like the haves and the have-nots, yo.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's gonna be crazy. But yeah. I mean, Kanye. I know everybody said they missed the old Kanye. Like I love his music before. I loved his fashion sense. I loved all that. You know what I'm saying? I do miss that, but there'll be another person that's come do their thing.
Yeah, Kanye off the Richter now. He's long gone. We ain't never gonna get that guy again.
Yeah.
Nah, he
just said quantum AI is coming, It probably is. It was a joint a show on FX that came out. It was real good called Devs. You ever get a chance to watch? It's only one season. Devs, real good. Then said quantum I would say
AI.
That's Kyrie, the quantum AI.
The answer quantum AI. Shout out to Vince.
Quantum AI.
Man. The other shit. Well, I don't know how much time we got.
We got a little bit more time.
Do y'all know 2032, yo? There's a 1 in 42 chance of asteroid hitting Earth, yo.
1 in 42, like.
Yeah, 1 in 42. It's like a 2.
Not 42 million or 42,000. 1 in 42.
42. It's like a 2.2% or some shit, yo.
Asteroids are meteors. Oh,
a meteor, I should say. I mean, a meteor. It's a
okay. Now that's very true. Yes.
They said it's not going to it wouldn't be like an end all event, but it would definitely wipe out some cities.
Wow. Because we have meteors hit Earth all the time. They just burn up in the atmosphere. They're little small.
Well, no, it's an asteroid. It's an
asteroid. Oh, damn! Now that's some old Armageddon shit.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's a.
So when I saw that,
where is Bruce Willis when you need him?
So when I saw that, I was like, "Oh shit, what we gonna do about it if it does come?" I mean, honestly, there's always times when asteroids, but usually the percentages are way higher. And you could be like 2.2% isn't high, but 2.2% is high when your life is on the line. Fuck that! I ain't trying to roll a dice. Whatever you roll this number, like you can roll 98 numbers, or if you roll these 2 numbers, you're gonna die instantly. I'm not fucking with it because I ain't taking that risk. I love me too much. So, but it's funny because they mentioned what they could do because they're trying to figure out ways if it does end up like percentages getting higher, as because this is scheduled. Well, it's for 2032. That's how far out they can see the shit coming. Like where you see the movement,
building that or some shit.
Like the die murder. But they said the worst thing you could do is the motherfucking Armageddon, like blow it up, because it was like basically make it from one big rock to a million little rocks. So basically fuck up everybody. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's crazy, man.
That is crazy because in Armageddon.
Just get the motherfuckers from Fast and the Furious show to put their foot out and kick that bitch.
Yeah, somebody. Yeah,
hell yeah.
They car space and
put Ludacris and Tyrese in the car into space and make it work.
Dude, when I saw him tiptoe the motherfucking Scud missile on the ice, I was like, now they done it all. The motherfucking tiptoed a missile and pushed that shit with his toe. A fucking missile, yo. Yeah. Come on. And then, but yeah, look, just send Tyrese and Ludacris into space, have them spacewalk the asteroid, and push the shit out of orbit. It will be fine. I mean, but so how far did they say they would notice? Because in Armageddon, for some reason in Armageddon, they didn't notice this big ass asteroid until a week before this shit was going to hit, which is odd to me. You know,
with all the damn telescopes, whatever.
With all these damn telescopes.
Yeah, they said it's not till 2032 is the prediction, and they said they'll have a better idea when it gets nearer in 2028.
Okay.
Well,
like it might just go down, like it's a chance it's like change courses. It's only 2%, but to me 2% is high when it comes to like earth shattering events. Like you know what I mean? Like
there's a lot of stuff that happens in space that could easily make that thing come.
Man, I like my 0.000.1 odds, yo.
Yeah, and guess what?
A couple zeros for that after that decimal place, yo.
It's like odds like that for hitting the lottery. And guess what? A motherfucker hit that shit every other week. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that shit be happening. So that's why I can't.
Hopefully, it will hit another planet or something before it even gets in there. That's shit.
Yeah.
I mean, goddamn.
If the asteroid's coming to the States, you know it's coming, what you gonna do? Like, but they don't give us no warning. Like, they know it's coming. They be like, yo, fuck it. We don't want to.
We don't want to alarm the world.
The public. Yeah, we can't have the people rioting.
They'll do that shit. They'll tell us at the last minute.
What you'll do?
I mean,
I'm living it up.
It depends on if the president already flew somewhere, yo. If he don't Air Force One somewhere safe. And
no, the presidents don't be safe. I'm talking
that's
about
what I'm
us.
talking about. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, it's gonna be over. Like, cause he gonna live.
I'm asking, what are you gonna do, man?
Oh, by then I have my bunker built, yo. I'll be all right.
But Ali is saying they're not going to tell us until the last minute because you know how the government do.
That's all right. All I need is a minute, yo. I go on my underground bunker, yo. Look, man, I'm a part doomsday prepper, yo.
Vito is a prepper. I just learned just now he already got it built. He's like, no, he was like, oh, you're a week. I'm gonna go to my bunker. So all right.
I just look at my window, see that joint flaming in the sky, yo. I get to my bunker, yo.
If I hit the lottery, I'm definitely building a bunker though, an underground bunker.
Absolutely, yo. Absolutely.
Yeah. But I don't think go ahead, go.
I'll probably be real simple, yo. I'm like, look, it's only 1 week left. I probably would take a road trip just across America because figure by that time everything be free. Yeah. Nobody would be caring about shit.
Oh yeah, so, just be like whatever.
Yeah, I figure I can just do all the shit that I've been wanting to do, like just fucking rob a store, go watch a movie, go to California, walk, just do whatever I want to do for a whole week, and then just chill out on top of the Grand Canyon somewhere and just be like, "Yep, there we go."
All right, let me ask you this question, Corey.
Yeah, I just hope my bad. My wish would be like, I just want to go to like Disneyland or something. I'd be like, yo, the workers. I'm like, yo, we all gonna die. Yo, just keep working these rides. Let's ride these rides for a little bit.
Exactly. That's where you go, man. You go to Disneyland, go to motherfucking Disney World. Hell yeah. I go to a Lakers game and shit. I'll be like, look.
Yeah, I'm like, the Lakers playing. Okay. You could probably go play. You probably could wear a Lakers
shit, they probably let me play in a Lakers game because times are hard.
I know.
They were like, you know what? Go ahead and get in the game. Really? Oh, shit.
Man, y'all thinking too short-minded, yo. Guess what? If you hide in your bunker, they blow shit up.
You in this
bunker,
bunker,
you have all the free shit, yo. You ain't got worry. You can go play at the Staples Center yourself, yo. All that stuff. I look at it. If it's still standing, if not, yo, you know what I'm saying? You still got the run of the world, yo. Be a little Mad Max situation, yo.
Actually, what I would do is I would figure out where this asteroid is going to hit. That's where I would really figure out.
How you
and go where it's not hitting.
How you gonna figure it out? If they're not giving you information, it says coming in a week.
That's
you don't
true.
know what's going
I guess you're right.
Get my little telescope. Yeah.
Shit. Probably eat a whole bunch of pizza until I just get sick and shit it everywhere. I don't know.
Okay. You got, trust me, everybody. So you gotta make your own pizza. You gotta fend for yourself because Domino's is not coming. Little Caesar's not making no hot and readies.
True. Y'all ever had them other shits, them little joints? Them motherfuckers good.
Yeah.
Dude, them shits is good.
Yeah.
I'll be
Yeah.
them
I
little
only eat
cupcakes.
those Caesars. I ate them Jones one time, yo.
Yeah, the little Pizza Hut cupcake joints. I forget what they call them, little hot bites or whatever. Ooh, man, them shits is good. I was like, yo, tearing them little shits up, and then I was like, I hadn't ate pizza in a long time. It was cheese. I had the bubble guts afterwards, man. I was hurt.
Yeah, but it's just good.
Them shits was
I'm gonna
good.
go. No cap, no cap. He said, "I'm not hiring the Eagles front four." There you go.
Yes, they'll take care of it. They'll take care of it.
We don't party like it's 2031. Yeah, it's
Hell yeah.
1999.
Yeah.
This is a party like it's 2031.
There we
For sure, yo. Like,
Absolutely.
I'm like, yo.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
yo, there might be a lot of free love going on out there, yo. Like, yo, we're all about to go anyway.
Hell yeah. It's gonna be one hell of a party. One hell of a party. Oh man.
This will be like that shit in the Matrix. Remember the Matrix when the robots was coming and they was underground? Like the Matrix.
And they was
they had that rave joint.
In Zion. Lord.
Yeah, motherfuckers trying to be like, yo, fuck it. They coming. They had that little
rave. This rave. It was so odd, yo.
But
that's what we're gonna have, yeah.
But they was partying though. They was like,
yo, partying. Yeah, they was partying hard.
It was on and popping.
Yeah, it's partying hard.
Popping tonight, yo.
Yeah. Well, look, man. It's we're getting near time here, so I think we'll just go ahead and close this one out. Look, thank you guys so much. Let me get back center here. Thank you guys so much for joining this. You know, as I've said before, you could have been anywhere, but you took time to be here with us. And we really greatly appreciate it because there's a lot of places you can be. There's a lot of things you can do. There's a lot of other channels out there, but you took time to come spend with us, man. So we greatly appreciate that, especially you guys on the live. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. And if you're catching us after this live, we do greatly appreciate you tuning into us so much. So shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you guys so much. Anything you guys got to say, man, before we head on out of here?
No, man.
All right.
Good, yo.
This was a great episode. I really don't have anything else to say, but thank you guys so much. As always, we will be back next Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget to hit the like button before you get off this channel. And as always, I'm Kobe Roy. This is Hollywood DA, Phenom 202. And we'll be back with another reaction. And I'll go ahead and put one of these villains up. Let's see. There we go. Peace, y'all.
Yep.